I'm at Great Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address. And now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. They're fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Look at I literally was in bed and I hadn't even gone to sleep. Sorry, guys. If any of you guys want to join me, feel free. I'm just ecstatic that it was just so funny. So okay, so let's quickly play that one thing I have. And where did it go? Oh, right here, this one. So let's play that. Grismatically. Okay, paste. If anyone, like I said, wants to join me, feel free to hop on that link with me if you like. Okay, so let's see here. Share screen. So there's two people named. Okay. Okay, so let's see what this one has to say.
No robbery. There was no hostage taking. There was no nothing. Just a crime and gone.
Is that the police told you?
Well, yeah, there was no burglary apparent. Everything was where it was. So.
Okay, so that was the end of that one. That one was boring. Okay. Hello, all. Hello, people. Two people named. Okay. Hi, Crime Minder. So it's obviously very awesome to hear that somebody was arrested, or two. Is it one or two, guys? Love 7 p.m. It's like 9 o'clock here. I literally hadn't had any sleep whatsoever. I was bouncing off the wall, saying to my husband, husband, I gotta go live. They've arrested someone for the murder of the 4 students there. And Grizz, did you predict the guy from our on there? Anyways, if anyone has a link that they want to share with me on there, I'm just gonna give me a second here. I'm just gonna literally let's see here. Idaho for a suspect. Because like that guy, Jonathan Lee Investigates. He said it was Elkins or whatever. He said it was some guy named Jason Elkins. So let's see what this one has to show. Let's see what this one says.
This is breaking news. Moscow murder investigation. Suspect arrested.
Breaking right now, an arrest has been made in the Moscow murders. An independent source is now confirming a man was arraigned this morning in Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Moscow police are now planning a press conference for 1 o'clock. If you're on Mountain Time, that means noon. And this comes 47 days since the murders of Ethan Chapin, Maddie Mogan, Kaylee Gonzalez, and Xana Kernodle. We'll stream that press conference live here on Nonstop Local. And in the meantime, we are hoping that we will get some answers during that press conference. We want to know who this person is. What is their connection to the 4 victims? How the dots were connected to Monroe County, Pennsylvania. And what is the suspect's connection to Moscow and the 4 students who were killed? Right now, we're working to answer those questions. But again, an arrest made in the Moscow murders that took place 47 days ago now, November 13th. Hopefully closures for the families and the community that was deeply affected. We're continuing to follow this. We'll have live updates throughout the morning and throughout the day here on Nonstop Local.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Hardworking and hometown.
Yeah. Okay. So who is it? That Richard Lee Investigates guy, he said it was this Jason Elkins. So who's Bryan Kohberger? Because I'd say the wrong Logan, I'm going to be very upset. Haha. It's funny. Let's see here. So if that's Jason guy, what's the other guy's name? Ryan. Here, let's see here. Bryan, Kohberg. Is that it? Bryan Kohberger. Is it with an H, or some of you guys have an H? Oh, COH. I don't even think anyone knows how to spell the name, because I keep seeing all these different names they're spelling. And you have Bryan, then ABC said Bryan Kohberger. Facebook says he graduated at Pullman. Okay, Pullman is right near there, so pretty close. So Bryan Kohberger. Okay, well, let's look up Bryan Kohberger. Let me just look him up on Intellius. So I wonder where Jonathan Lee and MOB got their info from to say that. So let me just look how you guys are spelling the name. Okay, is it Ryan? Wait, come on, people. Ryan Loganberger. I think are you making a funny Grizz? Says he's 28. Okay, I'm going to try Pyra here. Pyra, I'm going to believe in you and believe that you're spelling this right. Bryan Kohberger. Okay. Bryan. And then let's see here. Kohberger. Where does he live? Where does this Bryan guy live, Pyra? Does he live in Idaho? Just makes my search easier. Map saying it's 25 on there. So glad. Yeah, you know what? I actually, you know what? This falls in line with the fact that I said it was going to be within the month. Huh. Yeah. What a great gift the day before New Year's Eve. I shouldn't even say it's a gift. Honestly, it's just despicable and disgusting what happened to those 4. You know, all night I was sitting here looking at the different, just different things, to be honest with you. PA, Pennsylvania, Pyra. Okay, let me just put in Pennsylvania. Let's see what comes up for this dude. Oh, no. Is it a different spelling, perhaps? 69 more. 73 now that I'm looking, Leah. Hey, Leah. I knew this was coming. It was bothering me that everyone was talking bad on Ali. Yeah, I never got, I've been following the case, definitely looking at things. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Are you mailing it to the at Cruming Shame? Okay, perfect. Thank you, people. It always helps. That's what makes it so great. When people help each other out like that. So thank you. So let me I'll go check the Gmail here. Are you sending it to I guess I should say Hello. Yeah. What? So sad. I think I just. Oh, did you send it to Sunny Aaron? Oh no, there it is. Okay. I see our Washington Post. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Okay, thank you so much. Anyone heard? I haven't personally heard of them, but then again, like I wasn't deep diving like some people. Okay, so Chrome suspect. So let's see what this says here. I'm not gonna subscribe. Thank you. So let's see. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Can you guys see that? Okay. Here, let me take myself off the screen. So let's see here. Was a suspect in the killings of the four university students, Idaho students, was arrested in eastern Pennsylvania, a law enforcement official said Friday. Arrest paperwork filed by Pennsylvania. Why can't I talk? Ugh, too tired, guys. Pennsylvania State Police in Monroe County Court said Bryan Christopher Kohberger, 28. Okay, was being held. So you did spell it right, but it just didn't pop up in the system. Weird. Huh. Was being held for extradition in a criminal homicide investigation based on an active arrest warrant for first-degree murder issued by Moscow Police Department of Latah County Prosecutor's Office. A law enforcement official confirmed that the arrest to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because they could not publicly discuss details of the investigation ahead of the formal announcement expected later Friday. The students, Kaylee, Madison, Zana, Ethan, were stabbed to death at the rental home near campus sometime in the early morning of November 13th. The slayings initially mystified law enforcement, with investigators unable to name a suspect or locate a murder weapon for weeks. So I wonder if this person, Bryan, had that Elantra. But the case broke open after law enforcement asked the public for help finding the white sedan near the home. Okay, so it probably is actually around the time of the killings. The Moscow Police Department made the request December 7th, and by the next day had direct tips. Thank you. Yeah, to the special FBI call center because so many were coming in. There, see, they did. Someone did think out the dude. That's good. Conglolives, I never know how to say that, of Rotherham, Idaho, Mogan 21, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, uh, I always get hers wrong too, Kernoodle, 20 of Post Falls, Idaho, and Chapin, which is Ethan, of Mount Vernon, Washington, were members of the university's Greek system and close friends. Mogan I can't say it, and Kernodle lived in the 3-story rental home with, the thing is I hear them all the time being said, and I still can't say them properly. Other roommates. Kernodle and Chapin were dating, and he was visiting the house at night. Autopsies showed all four were likely asleep when they were attacked. Some had defensive wounds, and each was stabbed multiple times. There was no signs of sexual assault, police said. The stabbings deaths shook the small town, of course, of Moscow, Idaho, a farming community of about 25,000 people, including roughly 11,000 students tucked in the rolling hills of the northern Idaho Palouse region. The case also enticed online sleuths who speculated about potential suspects and motives. In the early days of the investigation, police released relatively few details publicly. Fears of repeat attack prompted nearly half of the University of Idaho students to switch to online classes for the remainder of the semester, abandoning dorms and apartments in the normally, I've never even seen that word before, bucolic town for the perceived safety of their hometowns. Let's see here. Safety concerns also had the university hiring an additional security firm to escort students across the campus and the Idaho State Police. Okay. Sorry, guys. I actually can't see chat right now. So basically, Monroe County is located in eastern Pennsylvania in the Pocono Mountains, the country seat. Okay. So let me come back to chat here. Hey, guys. Okay. Wait. Where's the dude? Show me. Is there a picture? Okay, I'm so behind. Can you recap who this guy is? Hey, Marv. It is Bryan Kohberger. So we got a real name. Yes. Can't wait for the presser. Yeah. So the presser, they said, was going to be at 12 Mountain Time. So that's good. I don't know if anyone ever heard these names before or not. Is it on the FB? Let me just take a look and see if it's on the Facebook for Moscow. Unless, let's see here, inbox. Okay, so just gonna go over to the Moscow. 1 second, Moscow Police Department. Oh, sorry, I probably should put myself back on the screen there. The press conference is at 1. Yeah, 1 PST. Of course, everyone wants to. Okay, so a SWAT team. So Jennifer Coffindaffer posted on Twitter, a SWAT team entered the location where he was staying in order to take him into custody Friday. Cleaning the crime scene was our clue. No more fulfilling time SWAT to be SWAT operator. She probably thought it was Ron Logan still for this case. I wouldn't doubt. Good morning, prime time. Okay, so let's just stop screen there. If anyone has a picture, or you know what, I'm just going to put the email. If anyone has anything that they want me to share that they found or came across, just send it to the email. I think, 1 second. No, dashboard. I don't want dashboard. CloudBot. Is my CloudBot turned on? Sometimes it turns off. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if you have anything, just send it over there, please and thank you. Now, hopefully, they will leave the jacks alone. Yeah, absolutely. Too many jacks. Okay, so let's just. No, okay. Not that one. I don't want that one. Okay. Don't send me this. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, so let's just go here quickly. And let's see what they got here. Breaking news, obviously 1 hour ago. Developments in the Moscow murder investigation. A suspect in custody. Okay. Moscow Police Department will hold a briefing Friday at 1 p.m. local time, 4 p.m. EST. Okay. So, so why did that lady say 12? So she was wrong or something, I guess. Because by 1 PST, yeah, we'll have all of his information. I'm not sure what Eluthra is. We'll have all his been there. They will know his mama. What he had a week ago. And right. No, it's saying, well, okay, on here, on the Facebook for right here, the Moscow one. I mean, let me see if it can come bigger. I feel like people are messaging. Or maybe that was the email that was incoming. I don't know. No, I don't know. Okay, so on here it says the Moscow Police Department will hold a briefing at 1 p.m. local time, 4 p.m. ET, almost 7 weeks on from the quadruple murder. The suspect is a 25-year-old man who was taken into custody in Pennsylvania early Friday morning. NBC New York reported he was said to have faced arraignment on undisclosed charges hours after his arrest. The news broke just after Moscow Police Department announced a press conference will be held at 1 p.m. local time. Okay, so I got a mugshot now. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, Bryan. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Here, let me screenshot that actually. Let me hit print screen. And thank you very much, Kelly. And I'm just going to screenshot it. Then I'm going to take, I'm going to open up this and we can show him better. So there's people that were saying Jason Elkins. I guess they have it wrong, even though it wouldn't have shocked me, to be honest with you. And the reason why it wouldn't have is because I was literally looking at all these pedos in Meridian, and there's hordes of them, like hordes of them. Presence, share screen. Okay, I better take down this other guy's face. So, Mr. Jonathan Lee, we didn't hear it first from you like you thought, I guess. No offense, dude. Well, actually, all you have to do is Google him to find out about his 10 years in prison, to be honest with you. And he's a scam artist. Okay, so where's my picture here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so this is the guy. Let's just see what it says. So Bryan Christopher Kohberger, mugshot, Monroe facility. Arrest paperwork filed. Yeah, okay. Okay, get out of my way, I think. I swear, if my hands could not work today, they just don't work today. Hey, Callie. Hey, Callie. So yeah, I guess. So why were people hearing two people? Was there somebody else? I mean, it's probably going to get blurry if I bring it in closer. So, oops. Yeah, so that's JLR is from Pennsylvania. Could have been friends in prison together or something. Kidding. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to say this right now. I was actually watching that dude, and he reminded me of Greeno. And then I went to Google. And then there's legit, you guys, for JLR. There's legit this video that is on the news. And he was in prison for 10 years for conning and scamming for wire fraud. Okay. You want to talk about a con artist? Con artist. Okay. So not only that, okay, anyone go to Wiki, okay, and look him up. And that person has legitly filed over 2,100 lawsuits, mostly against celebrities, basically everyone and anyone. So Guinness Book of World Records, I mean, congratulations on this, Jonathan, because Guinness Book of World Records, okay, has literally reached out to him to tell him that he made the Guinness Book of World Records, and then he turned around and sued them. So when people sit there, it makes me puke now when I see it, because when I see people going, oh, you work so hard, trust me, people, sometimes you just have to Google people. That's all you need to do. Just Google people, and you'll find out that he's a, con artist. And the FBI, like 10 years in prison and stuff. This, it just makes you feel like someone's just doing something for the sake of views every 2 hours that a video comes out of his. Yeah, I'm not kidding, Chris. So I tried putting that guy in it. Hi, Captain Howdy. I think he has a record. Can you check Intellius? Probably found his DNA. Callie. Well, I'm looking at Intellius, and I put in his name, Bryan. And let's see. It said Kohberger or whatever his name was. Yeah, Kohberger. So let me just look again. Kohberger. Let me just put in that and see what comes up. No, it's saying not found. He's 28 years old. He should be found. anyone that unless you're like 19 years old or something like that, or 20 and have nothing, whatever. So there's something wrong about the name because it should come up. So I don't know if he was using Christopher or let's see, incel December calendar poster boy. JLR sues George Bush, stating, yeah, like seriously. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there because, like I said, it's kind of like that Joseph Morris guy that literally faked that. Wow, he used a video of the scream and then he faked the Daily Mail thing. Yeah, Bryan Christopher Kohberger. Yeah, like he's seriously. Let me pull him up on People Search, even though I prefer Intellius. So let me see here. Yeah, because it's not coming up. Is it underneath Bryan Kohberger with that way? No. Okay. Christopher. Let me try this. Kohberger, right, guys? Okay. No, but this guy's 32. That's not the right. His name is Christopher James Kohberger. Any relation? Any relation? And he's out of. No. There's something not right about his name. Ruth, I'm not sure who Jason Elkins is. JLR, MOB, they said that it was that name, but then the news reports are saying that it's the Bryan Christopher Kohberger guy. Let me just do People Search. People Search free, blah, blah, search people free. Okay, let me try it this way. This is name again, Bryan. Kohber. Like, he has to be in the system somewhere. And so this guy's from Pennsylvania, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, sorry, I probably should put myself. Yeah. If anyone has anything again, just like send me the article to the email, or if you know me in our messenger, just send me a link. If you guys come across anything else, I'm just kind of trying to search the dude because he's 28, I believe it was. Okay, Benjamin, Bill, Bryan. Nope. You guys not getting it, not getting nothing on the name Bryan. Kohbe, because let me just look at it again. Bryan. Maybe it's Byron. Kohberger. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally spelling what the name here is. Yeah, Kohberger. Yeah, Kohberger. And Kohberger. Okay, let me put in this and then Kohberger. I mean, there's got to be this guy has to exist somewhere in here. Okay, we got 60-year-old, 30-year-old, 25-year-old, vagina. Nope. I just put in R just to see who came up. There are people in Pennsylvania. Let me just see if the name. Oh, this lady's 104 years old. Woo. Mrs. Ruth Kohberger. Okay. Anyone know exactly from Pennsylvania? Okay, nuts. Yeah. If I said C, I meant to say K, but I spelt it exactly like that. So he has to exist, but it's not existing underneath that name, not even on People Free Search. So hold on, let me see if somebody else is. Let's see. Pamela. I think I already seen that one. Let's see. Okay, well let's go to this one here. Stop screen. Share screen. Breaking news. Okay, 1 second. Let me take the comment down for a sec. Okay, and then we'll play this News Nation, or that's gonna get dinged later on. It will be like, I think News Nation is Tribune. They always sit there and copyright claim at some point.
This morning, News Nation can confirm an arrest has reportedly been made in the quadruple stabbing death of 4 college students in Moscow, Idaho. Bryan Enton joins us now on the phone for more on this. Bryan, this is a story you have been covering since the very beginning. This is huge news.
Yeah, huge news, Nicole, and we can finally confirm it, that an arrest has been made in the quadruple homicide in Moscow, Idaho. Obviously, this has been a long time coming, almost 2 months now, that these families have been waiting for justice since these 4 University of Idaho students were killed. And now finally, I can confirm that an arrest has been made. We're waiting to get more details, Nicole, about the specifics of exactly how this went down. I'm learning it happened early this morning. And we're waiting to get a name and more specifics confirmed. We know police are planning to have a news conference at 1 o'clock Pacific time, where they'll release more information.
And right now, Bryan, obviously this is breaking. Again, as you said, we're waiting to find out more information. Do we have any idea on where this arrest was made? Was it made there in Moscow? Was it made in Idaho? Do we know?
So what I'm learning is that it was made out of state. I'm working to confirm more details about exactly where, and again, how it all went down, who this person is, how they're possibly connected to Idaho. But from what I'm learning at this point, the arrest did not happen in the state of Idaho.
All right. And Bryan, just talk us through a little bit, the days, the weeks, the more than a month, almost 2 months of this investigation. You spent so much time there in Moscow, thousands of tips coming in from the public on this.
Yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster for the families, obviously, police investigating. They've been so tight-lipped, as you know, basically giving up nothing, making it almost seem like they had no information, but there was always this feeling that behind the scenes, they were slowly building a case. And now we know that was what was happening, now that we know that they've made this arrest. What's interesting, I can't believe it, is that the celebration of life, so the memorial service for victims Kaylee Goncalves and Maddie Mogan, the 2 best friends who were killed, is this afternoon in Idaho. It just happens to be this afternoon, and obviously those families, all they've wanted is justice. All they've wanted is an arrest, and now to find out that this arrest literally happened hours before the memorial service, I mean, it's really something.
Wait, and speaking of that, Bryan, we just learned yesterday that they were planning to bring in cleaning crews starting tomorrow to the home to start cleaning up the materials, cleaning up the house. Obviously, a grisly scene in there. And, I know personally, I thought, well, gee, it seems kind of odd that they would be bringing in a cleaning crew if they have yet to make an arrest, if they have yet to name a suspect. And here we are just a day later, learning that an arrest has in fact been made.
Yeah, it's a really good point. It was interesting. They announced yesterday that they would be sending a team in to clean out the house and then releasing that house back to the property management company, which was interesting timing because, yeah, I mean, when I was on the ground there, everyone, including the prosecutor, said we're going to keep the house secure as long as we need to build the case. So the timing was interesting, which sort of got people thinking, well, something about to happen behind the scenes here. the fact that they are now going to release the house, it'll no longer be a crime scene. And then that's exactly apparently what was happening, because they made that announcement yesterday. They're going to start cleaning out the house today. And now we've confirmed this arrest.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your.
Okay, so some of you guys are hearing the name. Have you guys heard it actually on the news, Ruth? And if so, do you actually have the link for that? Kelly sent, let's see if it will show up properly. Okay. Share screen again. So this is Bryan Christopher Kohberger. Okay, so he just looks evil, doesn't he? When you look at him. Let's see here if this comes up or not. Okay. So, oh, that's really blurry. That's really blurry, Kelly. Sadly. Even if, hold on. Let's see here. That's going to be so blurry. Sending a comment. Type, I've got only a 15-minute break. Hey, Kelly. Another Kelly. Different Kellys. I'm at, okay, so let me just see if I put even my, okay, so let's see. Oh, no, man, that's too hard to read on this one. I can't even make that out with my glasses on. Okay, there's Bryan. Right there, defendant. Bryan. So, where's that other guy's name? Okay, I can't. Literally, this is just too blurry. Anyways, the Court of Common Pleas of Monroe County. I seen that it was from Sleuthy. So that was probably from Judy Ron. Oops, cancel. Let me come back for a second. Stop screen on that one. Sending you, okay, Facebook link with their arrest warrant, I think. Okay, perfect. Take a look there. Wait for it. So I'm confused. Have you guys also been hearing, like, I don't want to show the other dude's face, the Jason Elkins, if he's not involved, you know, because I'd already pulled him up on Facebook, to be honest with you, because that's the name I was hearing too. Okay, I think I just heard an email come in. Arrest warrant link. Let's see. No, it says this site can't be reached. Oh, hold on. No, but then it took me to it. So hold on. Why is everything so blurry though? Okay, so even that one's blurry. They must have done a blurry picture. Because I see it. Thank you. Let's see here. Motive, I'm trying to get caught up. Not sure. They're going to be doing a press conference, Kelly, according to Moscow Police Department, it says 1 o'clock PST and 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that will be great. And again, I don't know about this other person, Jason, if he's okay, that's not that one. Let's try to open this one. Okay, so date filed on the 30th, 12th. Let me just see if you guys can see it. Okay. Yeah, it's still probably going to be blurry, but let's see. Yeah, well, I was going to say, Kelly, you know, at the end of the day, at least there's someone under arrest before the new year. That is awesome. No, you know, nothing's awesome about this, to be honest with you. Yes, it's just so heartbreaking. Just legit so heartbreaking. So let's see. Final issuing authority is Michael Muff. Arresting agency PSP Hazelton. If I bring it in there, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's blurry as it is already, guys. So I'm actually not making it blurry. State processing station, case status, information, arrest. So the arrest was today. I thought the arrest. Okay, I guess the file date. Confinement known as the confinement Monroe County Prison. It's the Monroe County Prison, still in custody. Yes. Okay. Date of birth. He was born on the November 21st of 1994 in Albrightville, whatever that says, Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. Bail action denied on there. Arrest prior. Okay, so let's see. Bryan, okay, thank you. Okay, I'll bring up this. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that one gave me a threat. Ha! Threat secured. That link you sent me actually had a threat on it. My thing stopped it. Yeah, I just checked my email. That's what I'm saying. It just literally gave me a virus. Well, let me just put it this way. My virus thing went off. So let's see here. Stop screen. Okay, so this one here. Shoot thing. Okay. Let's see. Chrome shooter. Let's see here. Shooter's real photo. Criminology graduate Bryan Kohberger at Washington State University identified as the murder suspect. The 4 Idaho students. Information reaching whatever that word is. Causey Derek Kent has it that criminology graduate student Bryan. I'm just going to call him Bryan K. just to save my tongue. At Washington State University identified as the murderer suspect of the 4 Idaho students. He just looks like them. I wonder if there is another one. He just looks like, I don't know, a whole lot of crazy his eyes look like. 28-year-old Bryan was being held for extradition in a criminal homicide investigation based on an active arrest warrant for first-degree murder issued by the Moscow Police Department and Latah, I'm not sure how you guys say that, okay, County Prosecutor's Office. Multiple law enforcement sources. Here, let me just show the guy. With knowledge of the investigation, said that a 25-year-old man was arrested in Scranton, Pennsylvania, in connection with the stabbing of the 4 University of Idaho students whose bodies were discovered in a rental home near the campus last month. Police say they have cracked the case of the quadruple murder of the University of Idaho because a suspect is now in custody. This according to multiple reports. Okay, a 20-year-old man was taken into custody by FBI and police outside case. So multiple law enforcement sources with knowledge of the investigation said a 25-year-old man was arrested. And then here they're saying a 28-year-old man was taken into custody by FBI and police outside Scranton, Pennsylvania at 3 a.m. Friday. The suspect is how do they not is like 25 and then they go to 3 years all within 2 paragraphs. This according to Fox News. ABC News. The suspect is a college student but does not go to University of Idaho. ABC News in Philadelphia says that a SWAT team entered the place where the suspect was staying and took him into custody. Bryan Kohberger, according to the AP, and he's being held for extradition in a homicide investigation for first-degree murder. The arrest warrant was issued. Okay. The suspect appeared in court Friday morning. Law enforcement tells TMZ that the man was arraigned on charges of being fugitive from justice, as you know. And then, of course, Ethan, Zaina, Kaylee, and Madison were stabbed to death November 13th in the middle of the night as they slept. Moscow police, is holding a news conference Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So that's 1 p.m. Pacific. We will live stream it. Fox News has reported that a man in his mid-20s into custody at 3 a.m. Pennsylvania. It's just repeating itself. Let's see. It's kind of what we read before. The investigation has garnered nationwide attention with online sleuths raising speculation on what happened to the 4 students. There will be a press conference out. Who wrote this? I want to know who wrote this. Because it's like there will be a press conference out of Moscow at 1 p.m. A law enforcement official about the case. Okay, you know what? I don't know who wrote this. Or give your head a shake, people. Whoever wrote that, they're literally just repeating themselves and then saying different things. Well, according to this, I went looking for the news report on Jason. Can't find it. Now I don't know where I got the name. Well, like I said, JLR was reporting that. MOB was reporting that, but who knows if they got it from each other. So all we're seeing is one person, and that person, whoops. Let me go back to it. So you guys can stare at his mug. So Bryan Kohberger so far is the only name I've personally seen besides some sleuths having it. Now, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Like, here, let me just screenshot it. Stop screen. Like, the guy looks like a skinny little weasel. Maybe he but maybe he has the strength of a Hercules or something. Let me just bring in his photo here. I wonder what the connection is. I mean, like I said, the press conference will be one confirmed. Yeah. The press conference will be, like I said, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to Moscow Police Department, and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. He's an idiot then, because if he studied that, he would have left no DNA. Kelly, yeah, I was thinking there's one class he'll flunk. Let me just. Okay, so that's that. Oops, I didn't mean to close that off, but I'll open it later. Okay, so, well, why can't I find the guy? So is he 25 or 28? I'm thinking 28. If I don't read what that guy said, because he said 25 and then 28, whoever wrote that. Oh no, this is the one I wanted. So I don't know if you guys are hearing that. What's this one? Docket. Justin, okay. That's the same thing. Thanks, Kelly. No sense in having that. Can I ask you guys? Did anyone picture that? Any of you guys? Like, would you guys have pictured like this dude in your head? Okay, is there stuff coming in or something? Let's see. Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's see here. Do that. I don't know. I could have left that open actually. Okay, this is better. Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't know if they got the other guy's name wrong, but I don't know why that guy's not coming up on Intellius either. Possibly a WS student, but not PhD in criminology. Reminds me of the movie American Psycho. Huh. I did. Another student watching them then felt rejected, just like Alexa said. Yeah, the rejection part, yeah. But I still don't know what I had. I don't even know that I had anything pictured in my head. Like in all honesty, I didn't have any visual that I had in my head of what the person looked like. It was more of that I just felt perhaps that the person was outside watching. hmm But there's going to be a connection probably somewhere, hey? And did any of you guys try to Facebook them? Find them on Facebook or anything? Yeah, criminal justice. So, okay, so he took criminal justice, what, just so he could plan this for the future? That's almost what it sounds like. It's almost like when he got into criminal justice, let me see what I can try to get away with, because the doesn't it hmm. Maybe someone had a class under him that had a past beef with someone who lived in that house. Well, I'm sure the bunch of sleuths are on it right now. Daisy got info. What does Daisy have, Callie? No Facebook, but Instagram, but maybe new or fake. Um, well, let's see. Log in, Instagram. Let's take a look. Thank you guys too, by the way. I know that there's probably everybody underneath the sun's probably streaming this right now. Let's see here, actually. Let's see. Actually, it's funny. You know what? It's quiet because Truth and Transparency's on. She has 820 watching. The mob crew only has 387. You know why? It's because everyone's at work. Oh, Plunder has a little video. Oh, let's watch Plunder. Okay. I love Plunder. I remember Plunder from the Suzanne Morphea. So stop scream. Let's watch a little bit of Plunder for a minute. Where are you, Plunder? Where did I put you? I got too many channels open right here. Okay. Yeah, let's watch Plunder for a sec here. Take this off for a sec. Take myself off. Make that bigger. So shout out to Plunder. Thank you, Plunder, for letting me watch this.
We finally have an arrest in the Idaho case. According to the Associated Press, there was an arrest made in Pennsylvania. Today is Friday, December 30th. There's been plenty of names being tossed around, but I am confident in the Associated Press in publishing the correct name. Arrest paperwork filed by Pennsylvania State Police in Monroe County Court said Bryan Christopher Kohberger, there's no L in his name, 28, was being held for extradition in a criminal homicide investigation based on an active arrest warrant for first-degree murder issued by the Moscow Police Department and Latah County Prosecutor's Office. Don't these arrests always happen on Fridays? Thank God they finally got this guy. I know there have been reports about multiple people being arrested, but this is the only one I'm trusting right now, a singular man, 28 years old. So the arrest was confirmed by a law enforcement official to the Associated Press on the condition of anonymity because they could not publicly discuss details of the investigation ahead of a formal announcement expected later Friday. So indeed, we do expect a presser today, Friday, December 30th. I believe it'll be 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So they can't talk about it yet. We will wait for confirmation from Moscow police, but the name we expect to hear is Bryan Christopher Kohberger, 28, not any Davids or any other names that have been floating around. The case broke open after law enforcement asked the public for help in finding the white sedan seen near the home around the time of the crimes. So I have confirmed that this guy is listed in VineLink. I couldn't find the other names floating around in VineLink. Bryan Kohberger, his custody record, 28-year-old white male, non-Hispanic, and they kind of blur out his date of birth. He's 28, so he was born in November at some point. I wonder if it'll be November 13th. I'll have to keep looking. I don't know any connection he might have or not have had with any of the victims. The custody date is listed as December 30th, 7:08 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'm not sure when his actual arrest time happened. It says he's being held at Monroe County Correctional Facility. So I'm not sure when he'll be extradited. Perhaps they'll give us that info later. And I don't have a correct photo. So until I get a verified photo, I'm not going to publish one that we know is coming from police, because I've seen a whole bunch of photos floating around which may not be the correct photo. And I want to pull audio to try and figure out if I can see the dispatch times of when this guy was arrested. The only one I'm trusting here officially with this name is the Associated Press. We know they are on top of things. Thankfully, Moscow police have got their guy. Everyone's innocent, of course, until proven guilty, even after being arrested. But I hope they have everything they need. We kind of expected that they knew who their guy was, because the house is being cleaned out today, 1122 King Road. The house is being cleaned, so we knew they had all the evidence they need. A 28-year-old guy is a lot older than the 4 victims. Some people say he may have been a PhD student, maybe not necessarily at the University of Idaho. I don't know. I'm going to have to keep digging and, of course, wait until the presser to figure out.
I'll stop that there. Then I'm gonna, thanks again, crime. Then I'll bring in those pictures quickly. Again, of open. Okay, so Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology, graduate student. And this is him right here. Okay. Okay, U Pullman, PhD student. So it really makes you wonder. Okay, let me just see what you guys are saying. I was just reading an update on by ABC. They said the first suspect has been arrested. Okay. The first suspect, eh? Let's see. PB Search said he was doing graduate work 10 minutes away from Moscow in Washington, doing research for criminal justice for DeSales University. So let me understand this. Ron Logan was not arrested for this crime. Is that what that? Well, you know what? If you talk to Jennifer, I don't know. She probably pegged him over here as well. I read somewhere his mom has a white Elantra that was taken when they took him into custody. Hey, Triple D's. And yeah, so, well, so, too much mom. I was just reading an update by ABC News. They said, do you have that still? Can you email me the link by chance, too much mom, at my email? If you have it still? Because, I mean, if it says that, the first suspect has been arrested, I mean, maybe the other guy's name will come to fruition. I don't know. Let's see here. Sorry. Come. There we go. On there. Anyone, if anyone has anything, just feel free again to send it to that link. The docket number. Okay, the docket number. Okay, Monroe County docket number. Thank you. Monroe County. So that's where he is. Huh. Ah, thank you. Thank you. If you could do that, too much, Mom. And I got so many tabs open right now. Oh, well, I was gonna log into Instagram, wasn't I? No, I don't. Switch accounts. Ah. Well, I don't. Shoot. Why is it doing that to me now? Log in with Facebook? No. Switch accounts. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Really, I honestly don't. Like, I use my iPad all the time, so I'm not really sure. What my password and username is. I have too many. I'm sure you guys are the same way. It gets so irritating with all these passwords and different things. Honestly, between them all, it's just too much. You literally, it's out of control how many passwords and all those things. First suspect. Well, so just to ask you guys, do you guys think that that this person acted alone, or do you think that there is going to be another arrest? Because I feel like, remember when they first kind of talked about it, they kind of made a comment like, as if alluding to that there was a couple people in the car, but they could have just meant person or persons or whatever. But do you remember that? So do you guys think that this guy acted alone, Bryan Kohberger? It's just and it's so weird. It's so weird that I cannot find him on Intellius. Like, he's 28, so the only time usually someone doesn't show up on Intellius is because like their name is different, spelled differently, or they use like maybe a middle name or something like that. Like, for him not to show up on Intellius is always strange, because pretty much every adult shows up on Intellius, or even on the People Free Search. Okay, what did Kelly send me here? Oh, I think I got an email. Okay, what does this say here? Well, let me just screenshot that. Okay. Okay. Let's just take a look at this. And open. Okay, so Brian Inton says, I'm told when Idaho quadruple homicide suspect Bryan Christopher Kohberger was in custody, he asked if anyone else was arrested. I am told he had quite a blank stare. Okay, wait, is he saying that there's more than one person involved? So he worked with someone else? Okay, so there just could be another person actually coming down the pipe there then, eh? Okay, so, thank you. let's see. Let me just check my email here. Thank you. Let's see what this one shows. Okay. Okay, let me just pull up that one. True. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Close that. Channel. Give me a sec here. Okay, so this is no, that's not the one. Where did that? Oh, there it is. Okay. So Idaho. So stop screen. Present share. Okay. What is this one? Expand. Play. Where's the volume?
University of Idaho College. Begin with breaking news, a stunning turn of events in the murder of 4 University of Idaho College students. Multiple law enforcement sources tell News 4 police have taken a man into custody in Pennsylvania. Adam Harding is live in East Stroudsburg. Adam?
And Gus, good morning to you. We just got to the courthouse within the last 10 minutes. According to law enforcement sources, they tell News 4 that a 25-year-old man in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania has been taken into custody in connection to the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students. This all breaking late this morning. The murders in the small town of Moscow certainly stunning that region, and this becoming a story of national interest for weeks now. 4 University of Idaho students, 3 women and 1 man, were found stabbed to death in their beds in a rental home, which was near the campus back on November 13th. The local medical examiner revealing that the victims were likely asleep and had some defensive wounds. Again, this morning, the big breaking news here that a man is in custody, according to multiple law enforcement sources, in the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania. Police in the here in Pennsylvania planning a 4 p.m. News conference that is expected to happen in Moscow, Idaho, which is where this has been developing now for several weeks. Again, that is at 4 o'clock this afternoon, that news conference to discuss the arrest. Not much to work off of, but again, the sources telling us that a 25-year-old man is in custody. Of course, we are working to learn much more about the details of that arrest. Watch for our live continuing coverage both on air and online throughout the day here on Channel 4. Gus, will send things back to you.
Okay, so, whoops.
'Tis the season of giving.
Let me open it up again. 1 second. Let me go to that link again. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Share. Present. Share screen. Okay. So, man arrested in Pennsylvania. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, white Elantra seized. Okay. 4 friends. Okay, we know that. Let's see what it says. So this one, okay, wait. So this one says, why did they keep doing this? A 25-year-old man has been arrested in Pennsylvania in connection with the stabbing deaths of the 4 Idaho students whose bodies were found in a rental home. Thank you, Kelly. I haven't looked at it yet. In a rental home near the campus. Okay, but then right here it says a 28-year-old man has been arrested in Pennsylvania in connection. So, like, what? Like, why do we keep getting 25 and 28? Okay, let's see. A 28-year-old man has been arrested in Pennsylvania in connection with the stabbing deaths of the 4 Idaho students whose bodies were found in a rental home near the campus last month. Multiple law enforcement sources with direct knowledge of the investigation said Friday. It marks the first major break in the case that's both captivated and mystified the globe. Pennsylvania State Police, with the assistance of FBI, apprehended him in the Scranton area Friday morning, the sources said. 2 law enforcement sources identified him as Bryan Kohberger. Court records confirm his identity. Kohberger is being held in the Monroe County Prison in Pennsylvania, pending his extradition to Idaho. which a judge ordered early Friday, court records show. He is the first to be named as suspect in the killings since they happened. Okay. Few details have been released publicly. Okay, in the slayings, November 13th slayings of Maddie, Kaylee, Zana, and Ethan. The 4 friends were members of the university Greek system, were discovered, of course, across the street from the campus. Let's see here. The Moscow Police Department said it received over 13,000 tips related to the case, in addition to the thousands of digital media submissions. It didn't immediately confirm the apprehension Friday. The chief of police, along with the university officials, are expected to provide an update right at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard. And Moscow police had said they were looking for a white Hyundai Elantra, believed to be in the immediate area of the King Road residence. Early on the morning, the students were believed to have been killed. A few days before Christmas, they said a white sedan was found in Eugene, Oregon, which was not connected. 2 senior law enforcement officials say a white Elantra was taken away from the Pennsylvania home where the suspect was apprehended Friday. Okay. The killings have drawn worldwide attention, especially among true crime aficionados. That's Scott Reich always says that word. That's likely because so few facts have been released about the case, said Julia Wiest, a sociology professor at the Westchester University of Pennsylvania and an expert on extreme violence in media. Usually by now, there's more facts that have been released by law enforcement, so I could see that ramping up, sort of digging and almost grasping at straws by people, we said. It's not that typical, except in a high-profile cold cases where you might see people digging in that way. Okay. Now, that comment, though, was just, to me, like that one was saying, where did it go? He is the first to be named a suspect in the killing since it happened. I don't that could be referring to that there's more, or it could just be saying that he's the first. Hey, Frank, on there. Yeah, I saw date of birth. Yeah, November 21st of 1994. Well, one give up the other. But do you guys think he acted alone, or do you guys think that there's another arrest? Now, Elizabeth, or Ruth, you said 1 in car and 2 are inside. Can I ask you what you're referring to when you say that? Okay, let me just check my Facebook Messenger. Yeah. Someone just sent me that. Okay, let's see what this is. Scared me. That scared me for a second. Okay. Let's just stop screen. Thank you, Kelly. Let's show this. Is this the one? Open. Okay. Yeah, the Elantra found in PA, a Hyundai Elantra was taken away from Bryan Kohberger's home in Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Law enforcement sources tell NBC News a white Elantra has been a possible clue in the case. On there. So, well, there's that Elantra that no one needs to search for the Elantra anymore. When question asked about how many involved. Hey, Frank. I always thought only one person, but we shall see. Yeah. I'm not even sure what that means. When question asked about how many involved. I still don't understand what that means, Ruth. 1 in car and 2 inside? So you think there's 3, Ruth? Is that pretty risky for it to be 2? So he's so he's in criminology, eh? Can't help but think of Mr. I don't know why, but I keep keep thinking of Barry Morphew, who always listened to true crime podcasts. And of course, one in particular he listened to was one about a bike going missing. If anyone knows the Suzanne Morphew case, Suzanne went missing on Mother's Day of 2020, and her bike was, basically not too far from the home, and it was just a thing. But so he's in criminology. So at what point did he think, let me see if I can get away with this? Well, obviously you didn't, dude. But it's still, behind all this is just such heartache. It's like there's a network of serial killers now. How do they find each other to work together? Well, the internet is good and evil, sadly. To be honest with you, if you truly look at the internet as a whole, it really is just a gravy train for scams, right, JLR? You'd know about that. About scams, like look at Kagan Klein, the drop boxes, all the pedos, like it really is. It's just like a gravy train for those people, sadly. I think she means one. Thank you. That article also stated that King Street resident remains an active crime scene under police control, authorities said this week. I didn't see where it said that. But on the Moscow PD, like on Facebook, on the Moscow one, they say that as well. That basically they're going in to do certain cleaning and whatever like that, but it's still, deemed as part of the crime scene or whatever. And I don't know. You know what? I guess really we just have to, like everyone underneath the sun is going to be, Googling. I don't know why he's not on Intellius or Free People Search. This Bryan Kohberger guy. What I'm going to be doing anyway is just saying. But at the end of the day, the press conference will happen at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope Incel Boy doesn't end up trying to represent himself at his murder trial. Right? Like that one dude, whatever his name is. I don't even know how a judge, like, how do they even have to put up with that? Like that guy that ran into the parade of people and, just a whack job. And I don't even know how those people are allowed to do that. And like, meaning it's one thing to represent yourself, and it's another thing to represent yourself in such a disgusting manner like he does. He is he is friends with the neighbor Emily Elantra and her boyfriend Hunter Johnson, guy wearing necklace, in body cam footage from September. He is friends. Are you talking about Bryan? Is that what you're talking about, Dee? And where did you see that, if so? He is friends with the neighbor, Emily, and her boyfriend, Hunter. The guy wearing the necklace and body cam footage. It's in September. You talking about Bryan Kohberger? Dee? So, let me know. Emily Elantra. I'm going to pull her up on Intellius. See what comes up, if that's what you're talking about. Why are these people's names not coming up? This is a first for me. Well, it happens so rare. I even spelt it right. Emily Alent. But she could simply be too young. That would be the issue with her. Because like I said, if she doesn't have anything really, and she's still young, like 19 or 20. I'm not sure what Emily is, but she's probably right around that age. Anyway, so Dee Dee, I'm just not sure if you're referring to the that guy. 1 second here. And let's see. Connection on Instagram. Okay, so was there a connect? Okay, that's it. My stupid Instagram. I don't know what it is on there, but let me go to my Instagram on my iPad here. And what was the connection there, Daisy? I never catch the live streams. Off subject here, Sunny, but you are one of those naturally beautiful women. Thank you, Amanda. So wait, where's my Instagram? Do I still have Instagram? Shoot. Did I get rid of it off my iPad because I was running out of space? Shoot. I did. Really? I did? Turn it on. Following the girls. I'm gonna have to figure out my Instagram here, aren't I? Come on, Instagram. Why? Why do you always log me in every other time but today? Log into Instagram. And it keeps trying to use like this other account. Oh, wait, I see. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's trying to log me into this one. 1 second. Come on. Oh, it's like literally not even taking me anywhere. Okay. Okay. Darn it. And then I got rid of it off my iPad because whenever I need space, usually Instagram's one of the first ones to go. At Gmail. I don't even know. I got like, I got all these passwords and usernames, and I just trust that it keeps me logged in. Nope, it's not going to log me in there. Okay, well, what if I log in with this? Let me in. Why is my Instagram not logging me in? Never. Oh, well, that really sucks. Callie, somebody log into their Instagram. Let me, 1 second here. So, Dee Dee, question for you. Was Bryan following any of the victims? And yeah, the thing is that here, let me see here. Where's my Instagram? I don't know why on the desktop. You guys ever have that issue the other day where Twitter was down? It was up on my iPad, but it was down. See, Instagram's gonna tell me. Yeah, it's gonna tell me I don't have enough space. All right, fine. What program will I get rid of? Delete app. Delete. Keep subscription. Let's see if I can get. Come on. I need a better, more memory iPad. That's what I need. Oh, my Instagram. I'm like, yeah, but come on, I don't even know. It's not even like, it's like not even trying to let me log in. Not on there anyway. Maybe if I. Well, you guys couldn't find him on Facebook, could you? Okay, so open Instagram. Would like seeing notifications. Fine. Okay, so open, make bigger. Okay, so we're gonna search for Bryan Kohberger. I can just okay. So, oh, there he is there. Oh, look at his face is all over Instagram, isn't it? It says I got this account is private. Um, Jessica, I'm not really sure yet. We're not really sure positively yet because like JLR and MOB use the name Jason Elkins, and yet we haven't seen that name. So is it a name to come, or was it just wrong? But right now we just know that Bryan Kohberger is under arrest, but then apparently according to Twitter, was it by Brian Enton? Can't remember now. Well, it's right here actually. No, is it this one? Well, according to like I said, a Twitter, I think it was by Brian, but anyways, then oh wait, he has another account here. Let's see. All his accounts are private. That he'd asked if anyone else had been arrested. So Emily's Insta is private. Well, where did the Triple D's, where'd you get the name from? Because like unless this is him as well. If so, he has 3 accounts. Emma Hartsfield. I'll miss. Patricia Austin. Just taking a look here on this one. On this Insta. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from because Emma, Diane. Thanks, Diane. Let's see what you just sent me here. Oh, all these things. Everyone's sending photos. I'm hearing it's this guy. Let me just see what Diane. Okay. Oh, so really? So he's on Kaylee's. Okay. Let me just show that here. Okay. Don't need to bring in other people's names here. But we'll screeny that, guys. Thank you so much for that. Whoops, why did I close that off? I shouldn't have closed that off. Open. So, thank you so much, Diane. Okay, so, I mean, there you go. So did he get rejected by Kaylee? Was he, he's following Kaylee. Yeah. I noticed, right, being criminology, So, like, did Kaylee reject him? That's so sad. Let me just pull it up on my, let's see, Kaylee. So, I mean, I felt it was Kaylee Did you? And I think a lot of you guys did as well, eh? Okay. So followers. What's his name again? Bryan. Yeah, Bryan. Hey, did she? She has like Kaylee had like 60.7K followers. And she's like only following 852. 174 posts. See, I never ever bothered to, with this case, to go look at the other Instagrams. Normally I'd do that, did it with Delphi. But let's see here. Hey, Badass Cowboy, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Here, ever since I fell off my horse and broke my leg, I can't do much but lay around watching YouTube. How is everyone doing today? And hope everyone had a good Christmas. Well, hopefully you can get back up on that saddle again for sure. And yeah, you guys all have a good Christmas. He followed Maddie and Kaylee. Hey, Deb. Okay, just 1 second. And oh, okay, I see. Yeah, thank you. Diane just sent that to me as well. Yeah, so I guess it's, maybe it was about both of them. I wonder which one. I wonder which one more. Or if they were just both equally, that he, just wanted to teach them both something, I guess. And because, so something obviously probably must have happened, so because Kaylee and Maddie were both upstairs. So it makes you wonder if, that Ethan heard something and, basically he had to, take care of him because Ethan saw him and, and it almost makes you wonder if that's kind of what happens. And it was more about the two girls. So yeah. Well, thank you, little sleuthers. So I am, I mean, we'll hear the press conference twice. I'm sure, seeing both those names. He is not following the other two victims, no. So, yeah. So obviously it's, probably about Kaylee and Maddie. Like I said. And to be in criminology. Yeah. Well, I'm just curious if it's just going to be him or where these people keep getting this other name from, Um, oh, 1 second. Thank you, Diane. Oh, I think that's the same picture. Is that the same picture? Yeah. Maybe you meant to send somebody else. That's the same picture on there. Just trying to see if anybody else sent me anything. So we have different things here. Yeah. So, So Fox put it out at. I was too busy looking at my thing. Victim's name is Sandy Ladd. Wait, what? Unsolved murder at WSU in 2020 Washington State University Secretary. Stabbed to death. And unsolved. Yeah. Another email sent. Oh, okay. He spouses. Oh, okay. Try that. Okay. Let me try that with 2 R's. Let me just see if that comes up. Let's see if that name comes up. Nope. Darn it. It didn't. It didn't. That sucks. Hey, Mark. Let me just check my email anyway. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Kathleen, I did get this one. So this is the one, if anyone's just listening now, it says, by Bryan and Enton. I am told when Idaho quadruple homicide suspect Bryan Christopher Kohberger was in custody, he asked if anyone else was arrested. I'm told he had quite a blank stare. So again, there could be more names. So yeah, he used 2 R's up in there, but no. Just so weird. Just so weird that he's not coming up on Intellius on there. Can you search by email address? Yeah, I can. It doesn't always hit, like usually using someone's name. As he sent another message yeah, that one I actually have 2 of those. You actually sent me it twice on there. Because I looked at it, it's the same Kaylee, Maddie, and then Kaylee, Maddie. Yeah, yeah, it's the same one. Now let's see here. What was the email? What was the email? Getting lost here. Crime, was his email somewhere? Doesn't that blow your mind? A PhD? Well, that's just it. Like, he obviously was trying to use his criminology to, to think that probably he could get away with this. So, I mean, it's just that, it's kind of like the Delphi. When you have more than one person, you're putting everything at risk that other person's not going to talk. So it will amaze me if there's, just for the sake of that purpose, because y'all know people can't keep their mouth shut when push comes to shove. Will you see if he is following Sandy Ladd? She's another unsolved murder. Now, let me use that email. Let me go back to my email there. And there it is. Okay, BK5781 at dsales.ed. Oh, but it's an education. Okay, BK5781. Okay, search by email. I doubt that one's going to be a hit. BK8751. Is that what I said? Oops, where's my email? 5781 at dsales. Okay. Got it. Yeah, that email is saying it's invalid, so there's got to be something missing. So BK5781 at dsales, Okay, if I took that out, maybe that's it. Hold on. No, sadly, it's not in there. I didn't think so because it's from an education thing. It could have been, but it didn't hit on that one. My niece has been on campus with this madman all semester. She's a freshman, so naive. Yeah. Craziness of schooling did not help him though. Yeah. Take a year off. Take a year off on the stud. All right, Goose. What would taking a year off from stud to immerse himself in his field of study, according to his bio. Oh, bio, creepy. Yeah. I mean, honestly, probably just gonna end the live here in a couple of minutes anyway. Like, I mean, everyone's searching, sleuthing. The press conference is gonna be at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, I'll go live then here as well. I'm sure everyone under the sun will be going live at that point. But whatever, right? It's just regardless. It's not about lives as much as we all want to hear the press conference and watch that and see exactly what they're going to say. I'm just curious if there's going to be, you know, if what Bryan is saying is true and he asked if anyone else was arrested, then it makes hey McDougal. What's this guy's name? It is Bryan Kohberger. He was he had a criminology degree as well. And Joshua. Thank you to everyone again for sending me stuff. So on Instagram, on Kaylee's and on his, he's got Kaylee and Maddie are on his friends list. So obviously these crimes were against possibly both of them since he was following both of them, you know, and they were probably his target. I don't know. Adam's probably at work and Lewis, not at work, but Lewis has some eye issue going on, so I didn't want to bug him. And I don't think, and yeah, active 2 hours ago. Yeah. So just letting him kind of rest up really. And yeah. Hey, I was my own one man person, one woman person way before other people came on my channel on there. So I can do solos. I just enjoy it when other people are with me though now. Oh, when is the press conference? Yeah, it's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for me personally, I'll go live at, you know, like probably 12:30. I went to Hard Knocks University, and I got a degree in street smarts. Is that what happened? Yeah. Well, I got book smarts. Not really. I only read Harlequin romances back in the day. Yeah. Mark, yeah. Oh, let's see where. Isn't that crazy there? I mean, ugh. How could somebody just sit there and take other people's lives? Just okay. What is this? What is this? Nope. But let's do it. Let's see what this says. Okay. Let's read. Let's read something together. Yeah. I got reading smarts. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Okay, let's read this together, people. Why do I keep doing that? I keep closing off the window, but I don't mean to. Anyways, you know, I literally, you guys, I have been up all night. So if I seem slow, it's because I am. So let's see. This says, Research I can't even talk. I lied. I take that back. Research participation needed. Hello, my name is Bryan, and I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. Oh, really? In particular, this study seeks to understand the story behind your. When was this? When did you write this? Anyway. Hmm. In the okay, let's go back there. Behind your most recent criminal offense, with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience. In the event that your most recent offense was not one that led to a conviction, you may still participate. Additional surveys are included after the open-ended section as to best understand your unique traits. The study should take about 15 to 20 minutes to fully complete. Your identity and all answers provided are completely confidential. Well, isn't that interesting? Isn't that sick and twisted? Isn't that crazy? Wow. Hey, Callie. Callie, you always see I'm doing great even when I'm not. Thank you. Regis, I just heard about the arrest of Kohberger and just wanted to watching this live stream. What have I missed? Well, you haven't really missed much. There's another name out there, but we don't know that there's anything to do with some Jason guy or anything like that yet. We just know of this Bryan Kohberger that will not come up on Intellius or People Search. Well, I would like to see a ghost somewhere, I swear. And to know that he took criminology. But this right here, thank you for sending me that, by the way, Dan. This right here, when was that written? Do you know? So that was in the Daily Mail. Okay, so that was in the Daily Mail. But whenever this was written, either way, right? Right? Crazy. So I wonder if there's any, I wonder if he's done anything like this prior or if this is his first time because he's 28, you know? I mean, this guy, you know that if this guy did this, if this was his first offense, you know he would have been turned out to be a serial killer, right, guys? You guys know that, right? I found him on Been Verified. Is there anything specific you need? Did you find him on Been Verified? Okay, like weird. Okay. Well, I just usually look at addresses. Like usually on Intellius, I'll look at his friends, his family, all that stuff. Where he lived. Do you live in Moscow at all? Stuff like that. If you want to send me the link into the email, I can always go through it myself. Email. I mean, I don't really go to I mean, I know what Been Verified is. Weird though that you found him on there, and that he wasn't on People Search or Intellius. Yeah. Okay, let me just see what. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Okay, so let's see. I'll just keep bringing the stuff in here. Let's see. And okay. So Kohberger is listed as a PhD student at a Washington State University studying criminology. He was also listed as having graduated with a Master's of Arts in Criminal Justice from DeSales University in Pennsylvania in May of 2022. Well, whoops. You know what goes through my head? The link would be directly to Ben. Oh, you know, let me go take a look. 1 second. Somebody else is messaging me here. Let's see. Who this? Okay. I think it's the same thing. Yeah, thank you, who this. I was already sent that. Thank you so much though. That was this one down here. That's pretty crazy. Do you know, for me, kind of what goes through my head? I don't know about you guys, but what kind of goes through my head first is, dude, you just fucked up your entire life. You literally just ruined your life, a lot of people around you's life. Who sits there and goes, yeah, I think I'm going to risk murder, and yeah, I guess if I get caught, I guess I'll have to spend the rest of my days in jail. I don't understand that. That's what I don't understand. Because you know your ass is going to get caught for the most part. You know it's going to get caught. So I always think to myself, like, what the hell were you thinking? Like, this guy must have thought he was so smart that he was going to get away with it. And then somebody said, oh, hey, little white Elantra. I see no white Elantra. You know? Bryan's been verified. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, it wants me to sign in. I probably... no, I don't have an account. I see. You know, can you... maybe if you could, too much, Mom, could you just screenshot the basics of the been verified? Do you have been verified? Is that it? I sent you the link to the PDF of his report. You can, I will, yes. Can you copy it and try to send it that way, or just screenshot it? That would be great. I don't have been verified. Actually, hold on. Stefa, you have been verified, don't you? Because you went and got been that one. Remember? Because it's really like Intellius on there. Just so strange that he didn't come up on Intellius. He didn't come up on People Search, but he came up on been verified. Okay. Thank you too much, Mom. Yeah, like this right here. I want to read that again, actually. My name is Bryan. I'm inviting here. Let me make it bigger so you guys can okay. And I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. In participating, this study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense and your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience. Well, it's going to be feeling probably a whole lot of butt action, to be honest with you. You spend a lot of time there. A lot of time, dude. You get a lot of time to think of what you did. I'm just, you know what? It just pisses me off that I literally have to sit here and talk about this loser, and that he took 4 beautiful lives that just had so much life to live while he gets to live, you know. It's just a piss off that somebody takes and brutally to go with it, you know. I think I was watching last night, I think it was A&E. They had like a 2.5 hour special on, I think it was like the top most watched known crimes or whatever like that. I don't even think it was the top most known, because a lot of them dated back to, you know, whenever. And it's so hard to comprehend when your brain doesn't go that route. But this reminds me of a story that I remember watching this story, and it was somewhere, I think, across the pond. And this beautiful daughter, this girl, you know, had befriended her and asked her to basically, you know, that she needed some money. So she asked her to come, you know, do some sort of survey at her home. And same thing. And then she murdered her. And Oh. Bing, 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 bing. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? Okay. This is, oh, really? Okay. Here's some more research he was trying to do. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Let's look at the other one. Oops. Okay. Okay, I'm just tired because I've never hit this thing close so many times as I just did right now. I keep feeling like I have to reopen it again for some reason. Okay. So let's see what this one says. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you here, let's just make it bigger. Can you guys see all that? Did you prepare for the crime before leaving your home? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling at this point. How did you travel and enter the location that the crime? Oh, how did you travel to and enter the location that the crime occurred? 9. After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target, i.e., person or object? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. Okay, this guy is, oh, wow. Why did you choose that victim or target over others? Before making your move, how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling. What was your first move you made in order to accomplish your goal? Please detail any thoughts and feelings at this point. How did you accomplish your goal? Please explain what you were thinking. He's really into the whole thinking and feeling about it, isn't he? Before leaving, is there anything else you did? How did you leave the scene? After committing the crime, what were you thinking and feeling? What follows? Well, are surveys that are important to understanding your, yeah, right, dude. Okay. Understanding your unique traits, right? Like have a cup of shut the F up, right? Your unique traits. Literally, this guy keeps saying, what were you thinking and feeling? Obviously, not right here, you know? And obviously, he had these thoughts of wanting to do something, being in criminology. I just wonder if he was broken in the head. Right, WL? I wonder if he was like broken in the head before he was in criminology, or if he took criminology because he was broken in the head, you know, and then like a fetish. Thank you. Let me take a look here. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Okay, let me just open these up here. Screenshots. Just quickly screenshotting them. Just let's see. We'll give you a. Oh, and my God! And you know what? His poor mother and family. Imagine, you know, like that. It's no different than like the Delphi or when these things happen, right? Like, you know, Richard Allen gets arrested, and then everyone's kind of like in shock because you're like, you know, so. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, WL, for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. He's going to have, filling out his own survey. You know, we're all going to write him a letter going, what are you thinking and feeling right now? Forgot that song, wait. It's just, I love that song. Thank you. Okay.
WL22 Super Chat, $10. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, WL22. Yeah, so let me just quickly show you. Thank you, Kathleen, for sending me those. I'll just bring those in quickly. This one to me is like takes the cake, this dude here. Seriously? Being in criminology and then doing literally a survey about it. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Bryan C. Kohberger. So Albrightsville, 28 years old. born on November 21st of 94. Address is 119 Lambston Drive that they're showing for that. I'm sorry, mother or father or relatives, that this son of yours wasn't right in the head and took 4 beautiful lives. Now these people have to suffer, but in a worse way, because obviously, you know, it's a killer's family. They always will take a brunt. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so that's obviously his dad, probably. And Amanda's 34, so that's probably a sister based on the age if he's 28. What else? What else we got? Okay. And possible owned. That's a Kia. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for sending that. Yeah. Yeah, what do you even say to that? Seriously. What were you thinking and feeling? Yeah, they took the Elantra in. Yeah. I thought, no, the Elantra wasn't stolen. Jason, okay. As far as we know right now, true crime astrologer, there's just one person so far that's been arrested, and that we know of, okay? That's in the news, is Bryan Kohberger. Now, where did you hear that name from? Did you hear it from MOB? Did you hear it from JLR? Where did you hear? Where did you guys hear the name Jason from yourself? Just to ask you, the Jason Elkins guy. So, according to Bryan Enton, true crime astrologer, that on Twitter, I believe it was, he tweeted that he asked if he was the only one that's been arrested, and that basically he had like just a blank stare. I mean, when you look at his eyes, you can kind of see like, let me put it this way. I'm an eye person, so I always look to the eyes to tell me about a person. And when I see his eyes, when you look at somebody's eyes, but you're literally almost like going right through them, because when you look at his eyes, they just have that evilness or that emptiness about him. Because I'm an eye person, always have been. So it's kind of like when I seen him, and you guys, like, I mean, everyone has their bad pictures and everything, but yeah, he just looks like soulless, I would say. Evil eyes like RA. He looks like a young, no. Please, Grizz, don't associate him. Grizz, did you read anything playing poker? I'm still waiting for my $1 million. Just saying. Actually, I probably did better than you. I want a little bit. Correct your headline. Oh, is that what my headline says? Let me go correct my headline. All right. Yeah, okay. Totally forgot about that. Bryan. Okay. Kohberger. Arrested. Okay. All right. I didn't put it in my thumbnail too, did I? I can't remember. Did I make it in my thumbnail? Did I put it in the thumbnail too? Oh. Let me take a look. No. Okay, good. At least I didn't do it in the thumbnail. That makes me happy. All right. I love how it says monetization limited, like it's yellow. Well, I mean, YouTube is so funny that way, honestly. I remember that live that Alex was swearing his face off, you know. Remember? You guys remember? There's some of you guys that know me. And that one stayed green. And I thought for sure it was a yellow. And it stayed green. YouTube's funny that way, honestly. They can give you we'll just say that they're very inconsistent with their programs. This guy named Sunny cracked my pocket aces. Cracked my pocket aces with pocket deuces. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? Absolutely. I used to play Texas Hold'em all the time. I'm actually quite good at it. I'm actually quite good at cards. The other name is getting turned around. Jason was arrested for Grand Theft Auto. Are you talking about the game? The game Grand Theft Auto? I'm just kidding. Okay. So, you know what? Give me 1 second. You guys just read this for a second. I'm just curious. If Mr. Riches went and changed his thing. Let's see. Okay, Tyler Feller has 1.8 watching. Xmal has like 10K watching him. I understand it if you guys bail. Even though, I mean, what kind of other news? I mean, you guys have been great offering what you have there. So I put out a video yesterday about Ethan's brother, and that's why I said I did. I think the thing was what did it say? Something about being close or whatever. Let's see. I think it was called Arrest Soon, Idaho. Well, and it was because of Ethan's brother that made that comment. Is that the one where Alex was taunting BG? Yes, Joshua. Yes. What keeps coming in? Okay. So, that one stayed green. Okay. I was expecting a yellow and I wouldn't even have complained because that one was totally, and it stayed green. And I laughed so hard. But it's so weird. YouTube is so weird because you talk about the same stuff all the time. But the minute you use, there's no rhyme nor reason. Like, I was uploading a bunch of videos yesterday just because I was just doing some small ones. And I just had different things that I wanted to put into videos. And I know that was a classic, right? And so, but I uploaded whatever. And it's like 3 of them turned yellow, okay? I'm literally not even talking about anything, of substance. Well, no, I shouldn't say that, but I know sometimes that you just don't say certain words. And I could be talking about the white Elantra and it goes yellow. Then you have to request a review. And that review can take anywhere from 1 to 3 days, right? Now, the whole point of YouTube is that you want your lives and your videos to be green so that way they can get the fullest, of course, ads running through them. So when they're yellow, then you basically only get, like me, for instance, you guys purchase where you have no commercials. So then you get what you call YouTube Prime or whatever. So like this one is clearly yellow, but I don't really care, to be honest with you, because you kind of expect that. But it's kind of like, no, well, I shouldn't say that. It's still yellow, yeah. There's just no rhyme nor reason. And then when you ask them, why is these ones yellow, but these ones are all green? All they do, honestly, use the YouTube. All they do, copy paste. Here, go check out our ad friendly requirements. Copy paste. Doesn't matter what you get. It's like dealing with a robot, you know? And it's just very irritating because you're like, it's like you're talking to somebody, but it's like a robot that's sitting at home going, nah, let me just have some bonbons. It's like click yes or no, but this is going to be, it's just strange. So it just is he in the bar pictures? Which bar picture, Daisy? Oh no, he's not. Not, at least not that we could see. No, not that we could see. Yeah. I think I have the bar picture. Is it still in here? This is the bar picture. This was the best. So, like, unless, and it's definitely not this guy that was down here. Oh, that guy. Yeah. So, right. Because, now that you say that, well, let's take a little looker. Let's take a little look at this for a sec. So stop. That's just crazy, that whole, what were you thinking and feeling? Well, your theory then is absolutely wrong. I'm a Moorman. It was, so far, it's Bryan Kohberger out of Pennsylvania that knew Maddie and Kaylee and followed them on Instagram. So far there's one arrest. I've got screenshots. Maddie and he follows each other on Instagram. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Saw those ones just a little earlier there. Which is these ones here. So if anyone is coming in that hasn't seen them. And so, yeah. Casey, that, yeah. So, yeah, they were following each other. So, obviously, the targets were both Kaylee and Maddie is probably, I guess we'll know at 4:00 Eastern Standard Time, whatever they, I mean, they're only going to talk about so much, right? 2020, you know, to be honest with you, Joshua, you should know better than this. Flint Farmer was arrested, don't forget, for Karina McClurkin, then Richard Allen, and now the Idaho. I'm sure there's 10 more in there, but he left a trail. They just had a cross-reference their Instagram followers with drivers. Right, absolutely. Well, as soon, like when the LE asked for tips for the white Elantra, because like just like you guys probably felt and I felt, it's like, okay, it doesn't matter. Somebody knows who owns a white Elantra, So, like, did the mom or whatever, like, not know? Like, did she not see the case to be like, well, I got a white Elantra, but of course she's not going to think her kid did anything. But darn well, you knew darn well that when you ask the internet people of this world to look for a white Elantra and you're asking the world on the news, that darn white Elantra is going to get found, that somebody's going to call you out, somebody's going to say something. Yeah, exactly. Because the same thing. I mean, I got live. I'm just that live too. I was just like, I remember hearing the news people say it, and I'm like, was thinking the same darn thing. And they called out the Elantra. There's no way with this many people and it being on the news that everyone tattles on each other. They'll tattle. It doesn't matter, right? For the most part, almost everyone will tattle. I don't even want to call it tattling because obviously, we're not talking about little kid games here. We're talking about murder. Correct. It's for it's 4 Eastern, 3 Central, and it's 1 o'clock Pacific time, which is where I am because I'm in Vancouver, Canada. I'll still maintain that Kohberger is innocent until proven guilty. Well, I mean that's the way the judicial system's supposed to be. I mean, if we're going to be politically correct, that he's innocent until proven guilty. It's no different than that dipwad in the Delphi. Yes, but both chats didn't show us the creepy. Yeah, exactly. But those chats didn't show us the creepy study. One people has talking about the jacket transaction and other looking at docs. You showed first few, yeah. Yeah. So get your 10K asses into this live. Yeah. So if you guys, well, let's see here. I'm pretty sloppy for him to follow her. I know, right? Right? Like, okay. So did idiot not think to delete them or something prior to, or did he think, well, if I touch it, then I definitely look guilty? Like, what brainiac is in criminology and then leaves a trail? I mean, I hope they literally hit him with the book, like literally whack him with the book and say, you're an idiot. You're a killer and you're an idiot. It's just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Absolutely. So let's go over this again for anyone that didn't hear this, because you heard it first here, right, JLR? Okay. My name is Bryan. I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. In particular, this study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense, with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience. In the event that your most recent offense was not one that led to a conviction, you may still participate. Additional surveys are included after the open-ended section as to the best understand your unique traits. The study should take about 15 to 20 minutes to fully complete. Your identity and all answers are provided are completely confidential, of course, because they were for him. And the link to the survey is also in an anonymous link. This research has been approved by the DeSales University of IRB. Oh, that poor DeSales University. Okay. And then, so then to continue on with this, it says, Bryan writes, did you prepare for the crime before leaving your home? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling at this point. How did you travel to and enter the location that the crime occurred? 9. After arriving, hey, hold on a second. If that's 9, whoa, that might not be the brightest bulb. But where's the other ones? Because, yeah, where's the other ones? Chop. That's number 9. So we're obviously missing some. Okay. After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target, i.e. person or object? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. Why did you choose the victim or target over others? Before making your move, how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling. What was the first move you made in order to accomplish your goal? Please detail any thoughts and feelings at this point. How did you accomplish your goal? Please explain what you were thinking and feeling. Before leaving, is there anything else you did? Like did you take a shower? Seriously? How did you leave the scene? After committing the crime, what were you thinking and feeling? What follows are surveys that are important to understanding your unique traits. No, you're the psycho, dude. I heard that Bryan asked police. Right. We heard that from Bryan Enton on Twitter. He is right. So I just a quick read through, and I want to thank you guys again. Thank you for being like team players. I truly appreciate that. I mean, honestly, one person does not make a team. It takes many people, to sleuth around and do things and help each other out, and to bring news to the cases and different things like that. So I do want to give a big shout out to everyone that has sent information. Kelly, Diane, on there, and Kathleen, and Jonay, and thank you guys so much for sending things. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, I don't know. He looks like a psycho, Deb. What's this one? Washington State, okay. Yeah, okay, we already read that. That's just regurgitating. I mean, everything's basically saying the same thing right now up until the press conference happens. He is, oh, we just did that one. If Kohberger committed the murders, then he might have noticed some things about the victims, maybe even for a while. Example, that they might be easy to victimize. Yeah. I mean, chances are that they were an easy target, to be honest with you. Like, meaning, I don't think it just took him. I think that at the end of the day, that anyone that would, like, if they're, like, putting themselves all over social media and everyone knows what house they live in, stuff like that. And then to be on top of that, very pretty girls and stuff like that. I mean, I think that house is just an easy, I don't want to say an easy target, but meaning it's because it's obviously around a lot of things. And that's hence why someone noticed the Elantra. You got more from me? He made the Dean's List in 2018 when he graduated from Northampton Community College. Yeah. Well, you know what? I guess we don't know. What do you think the motive is? To me, the motive would be obviously, like, I don't know, rejection. I think it was something to do with either rejection or that these beasts, that they were all that didn't, and didn't give him the time or something like that. And that's how I feel. You know how guys, like how you can reject a guy and stuff like that, and yet you don't even know that you did anything to that person, but yet they took it to heart. And so what do you guys think? Yeah, what do you guys think? Rejecting in field study. Yeah. Oh, well, these two chicks think that they're all that or whatever. Let me test my field study on them, because they don't give me the time of day. Because you're a creep, dude. I got more for you. Right. The house had a reputation. He could have had been blondes. Many killers have a time. Should I go blonde, McDougal? I think I've been blonde, not even fully, just partially, tips, once. Never. I'm sorry to all those blonde people out there, but I've never, ever desired to be blonde. I can't say that probably. Hold on. I probably can't say that. There's probably been a time or two in my life. I guess I don't really think about it too much, to be honest. But I just figure I got the boobies, so I just need the hair. Then I could have been a Babe Watch star back in the day. Yeah? No. He worked as a part-time security officer at school. Field study. He's a psycho, possibly. I just think it's this guy takes the cake, honestly. Well, I mean, there's a lot of them that take the cake, but this is a smart dude. Obviously, you can, like, book smarts, okay? Obviously not street smarts. Book smarts. Took criminology. Literally came up with a questionnaire for people. But be forewarned, it's not organized. Oh, no problem. Right. Well, thank you so much. See, you should just be on here and then you just share your screen. Make your life a little easier. I see ego attached. Yeah. Meaning that these four are beautiful, popular, and would make a high profile case. He wanted some fame, possibly. Absolutely. That could be, Deb. Uh, uh, you know exactly the right words to say, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, did I? I can't stay, but I wanted to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Belinda. All the best to you. It's odd he was asking what you feel. Mm. Yeah, actually, Kelly, when you say that, let me just take a look at my email here. Hey, I got what's Docs Pop? Something with the Richard Allen case. Let's just take a little looky. Anything interesting and new to that? What happened? So let's see. Any update? What's the date today? 30th. 30th, huh? What we got going on? Saying that there was a dog spot for Richard Allen. Okay, come on. Why aren't you showing me the normal thing you sent me? Current county. I don't got 30th. Oh, supplemental motion for discovery and request for Rule 404 and 405 evidence. Whatever that means, that's what the alert was. Motion filed. So supplemental motion for discovery. Okay, for discovery and request for Rule 404 and 405 evidence. Okay, which is basically what, you know, we were expecting. So let me, sorry. Somebody needs to come control my tabs. I have like 5 Facebooks open for some reason. Let me close some of this just so I can. My poor little StreamYard tab is like looking so small. I'm actually starting my own channel. I've been wanting to since 2017, but haven't had the confidence. So I started that will be my 2023 birthday present to myself. Well, good for you. Good for you. You know me. I love it when people start up their own channels and stuff. Hey Melissa, how are you? Yeah, so you do that. You make sure that you do that. Um, me and Callie have hey Callie. Me and Callie have a little deal between us for this new year. I don't like to make New Year's resolutions ever. I'd be too busy breaking them all the time. But I'm going to. I will leave my place more now. Yes, I will go visit my twin sister more. I need to help her with her stuff, her channel as well. I was supposed to go over there yesterday actually, and we were supposed to make a cake, but she totally forgot because of her dog having issues, and she totally forgot. And because she's like, "You mean tomorrow, right?" And I'm like, "No, yesterday," which was, I said today, which was yesterday, and she's like, "Oh crap!" And I'm like, "Well, today I got plans later because I'm going to go shopping for New Year's food for New Year's Eve." And so then, of course, I have the live, which she's going to come on, I believe. But anyway, so she goes, "Oh crap! Well, I could have made my chocolate things if I just had colored marshmallows." My sister, you guys, I tell you, especially for the females, and most females are the ones that watch. Just so you know, okay, her channel is called House and Creations or whatever, and honestly, she is great at cooking and baking. She's like, honestly, that's her forte. Let's see. His mugshot shows Bryan to be satisfied and proud of what he's done. He's barely hiding a smirk. Yeah. Yep, Callie, yep. Criminal Minder, I might check out your channel if you start one. Might. Like that word might. How about I will? Yeah. Hey, George. George of the Jungle. I cannot believe something about their arrest today. Different big news channels are presenting different people. A student of crime investigations. So, okay. So what we do know is that a Bryan Kohberger, George, is under arrest, and he was arrested on Friday in connection with the murders of the 4 Idaho. Now, according to Bryan Enton on Twitter, he said that. Whoops, sorry, took my thing down accidentally. Sorry. He said that that this Bryan Kohberger guy had asked if anyone else was arrested. And then the person said that he had such a blank stare. So there could be more coming. So if we do happen to hear of the name Jason later on this afternoon or whatever, but according to the news so far, there's the one person. So there could be more coming. I feel that stigmatized structures shouldn't be torn down. No. Yeah. So just know that, George, that this Bryan Kohberger, he literally was in criminology, right? And not only that, but he actually, that's what we were reading a couple times now. He actually did a survey. Thanks to, like I said, the kind people of the chat sending me this stuff. He actually did a survey about criminals, about how, when you're about to go commit the crime, what are you thinking and feeling? How did you enter and leave? How did you do this? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So that's what we were just kind of going through again, like seriously. So not only this guy, he's 28 years old. He was arrested in Scranton. Whoops, don't want to do that. Scranton, Pennsylvania. And the white Elantra is associated to his mother, I believe. So that was seized. Yeah, step-by-step how to. Exactly. So, but he's not a smart criminal, is he? Should have stayed in school longer in his criminology. But again, I'll be curious if ever, was he broken in the head prior to taking criminology, or did he get broken in the head when he took criminology? Because, it brought out, because everyone has that little piece of them, everyone has that little piece of them. And it's whether you do things or not, like a lot of people think about the S word, suicide. All right. But whether they do it or not, it's a whole different story. So everyone has all these little things, but it's just a matter of if people actually do it or act on it, I don't know. Oh, let me put it this way. First thing that comes to my head is there's no way I'm ever sitting in a jail doing jail time for, again, having someone tell me when to eat, when to do this, when to do that. That in itself should stop anyone. Can we confirm that's right? We can confirm that I don't want to say it's his, when it could be, I think, his mom's. Yeah, I think it's his mom's. There was a similar case in Columbo movie. Yeah. I wonder, it does make you wonder on the internet here. It does make you wonder just exactly how many, like kind of like Barry Morphew, like I told you, like, did he sit there and look up all these other cases and decide how he was going to do it using all the information? Well, yeah, I've never been in trouble with the law ever. Nothing. Zilch. Nah, people can't find nothing on me for any stuff like that. And I plan on keeping it that way. You know. I just think it's just the fact that he took 4 people out. I'm still going to be curious if there's more than this. Is anyone else still talking about the other guy, Jason, still? That's what I was going to do. I was going to go look up um, John Doe. Oh, I think he's just replying to something else. I wanted to look up. Okay. Jonathan here. Oh, did you take down your? Yeah, okay. I think Jonathan. So Jonathan took down his video where he was calling out. Okay. Yeah. Where he was calling out the other guy, I noticed. Now, okay. So now he has 3 videos up. One 2 hours ago. One 1 hour ago, and one 39 minutes ago. Yeah, so he obviously took down the one about Jason. I don't know. Again, I'm going to ask chat. Do you guys think there's going to be another person? Do you guys believe that that was true what he said? Do you guys think there's going to be another person? I haven't looked on Reddit. I've been too busy getting stuff from other people that have been sending me stuff. Myself, to be honest with you, Regis. And I think we've been doing a good job. Thank you to all you people, to be honest with you. Especially with this whole, study thing. 1 second there. 1 sec, guys. I just need a drink. All right. Sorry about that. Talking too much. Me talk too much? Never. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody else have? Let's see. Who does? Let's see this survey. Okay. Let's see here. Let me take a look and see if this survey has. Okay. 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 Let me show this and let's see if it's. Okay. Stop screen. Show. Let's see. Is this the one? Okay. Did you ever commit a crime alone? Okay. What was your influence of drugs or alcohol? Were you experiencing issues with your family? Were you affiliated with a gang? Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to drop the link for that. If anyone wants to go to that. Thanks, who dis. Well, I'll only think one. I'll only put the thought into another person just because of the facts of just because of the fact of Bryan Enton's thing there. But one second, I want to show you. Okay. 1 second. One second. Do. Really, dude? Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second here. Where's my library? Actually, no. I'm gonna save it. What? Wait, what is today? Is today Friday? Oh, today is Friday. Oh, my Streamlabs is going off. I was gonna show you something, but I'm gonna wait. Why is my Streamlabs going off like crazy? You guys here still? Dang. It's like all I see is StreamYard's having a heyday. Hold on. I still that. You guys still here? You guys still should be here, right? Someone say something. Because all I see is my Streamlabs like going off like crazy. Press conference starts. No. Well, really, crime? Because that's not 4 o'clock. So are they doing it early? Update. A process stop. Moscow police say remediation halted due to new development. Will be explained at 1 p.m. Yeah, but that's 1 p.m. Pacific time. So unless they're doing, this is big, possibly a sign that the subject is cooperating, in my experience. Covering now. Update process stopped. Moscow police, that was 2 hours ago, say remediation halted due to new development. Will be explained at 1 p.m. news conference. Okay. I'm gonna stop that thing first of all. So I'm just kind of a little bit confused because I just think that no, that's not what I want to do. No, that's not what I want. I don't want to do that percent. I'm just confused because why is it though that people keep saying he's 25, 28 in their articles, then they're saying 4 o'clock Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time, and then you see that. So what is it? 1 p.m. local time, didn't they? According to Google, then it was probably one killer or not. I wonder if, let's go to, what's 4chan saying? Oh, what the heck? December 12th. I don't know that I want to read it as much as I'll just show it to you. And it literally does say, okay, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you don't want to read this, don't read it. Then back off and then leave the channel. All 48 of you. Okay. Thank you, Kelly E. Okay, I'm warning you to read this. I'm not going to read it myself. You guys can read it yourself. All right. You guys read it? Okay. Taking it off the screen now. Well, that was disgusting. And it said PA. It said anonymous. Let me take a look again. Hold on. Let's read the, okay. Anonymous, December 12th, Monday. Quoted by. Okay. So whether that is somebody, let's get that off the screen. Okay, whether that is somebody, but it said PA. That's what makes it seem legit. It's because it said PA. For a second, I hear my phone dinging. Yeah. Hi, RZ. Welcome, guys. Right. Exactly. Because to sign that PA, right? I mean, there has to be some truth to that. Should there not be? Right? Because it was on December 12th. That's disgusting. I hope that's not true. That's disgusting. That's, I hope the family doesn't ever say that, but I'm sure, I don't know how much family gets told about that stuff. You know, that was on 4chan. Yeah. Yeah. You know, if it didn't have that PA, I would have just probably been like, yeah, you know. Yeah, I know, but it was dated like December 12th and said PA. I don't know that they could I don't know how much you can edit stuff and do stuff on 4chan. I actually really don't know much about 4chan, to be honest with you. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, really? Oh, well, isn't that ironic in a sense? Is that why? Well, I mean, they would have obviously known that the services for Maddie and Kaylee are today. Did they? Curious about that. What time is their funeral? Let me just quickly check my. 1 second. I'm just kind of seeing. I don't think I heard something go off on my iPad on there. But what time? Okay, so I'm still confused, people. If they said well, actually, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna go to the Moscow. Let's go. Let me just take a look at the Moscow. Police department. Let's see what they're saying there, just quickly. That was 4 hours ago. 1 hour ago. Somebody just said this is just creepy. Right. 9 hours ago. Well, I don't see anything new there. I'm just wondering because it's like, I don't know. What are you guys hearing that the press conference is still at 4 o'clock Eastern, or you guys and anyone know if they've moved it, if that they've moved the time? Just because like. Yeah. Oh, too much mom. I heard 1 p.m. Pacific. Right. Regis, I don't know. I just know it was sent to me. I don't know who was it sent to on 4chan. Let me. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, hold on. We'll open up this to show you. Thank you, Kelly. The volume's on high, guys. Okay. Well, obviously there's a lot of things going on today, right? Because they got the cleaning thing. Forgot about that, even though I posted about it. Because I keep forgetting today's Friday. So the funerals are being held today for Kaylee and Maddie. And obviously there's the press conference. So no 1 p.m. Eastern. Presser is in 17 minutes. Daisy, just to ask you. Well, let's see here. Or whoever. I mean, I'm sure everyone's. Do you know if they're gonna go live on the Moscow Police Department Facebook page? Just trying to. I guess it's backwards. So is it in 17 minutes? Does anyone have a link that they know of offhand for that presser for the channel? Because I know a lot of them are going to go live, but I never trust it on my end, because every time you think that a station says it's going to go live, and then all of a sudden it's like it just starts spiraling and spiraling. Okay, so wait. So, Daisy, do you mean that it's at 4 Eastern Standard Time, like we said? Okay, what's this? The press conference will be live streaming. Okay. Kelly, can you do me a favor? Can you put that link for me in Messenger as well, just so I can have a clickable link? Let me just. Let me stop screen. Shared screen. Whoops. Thank you. Okay, let's bring that in. Thank you very much, you guys. Appreciate this. Okay. So that just says something about it marks whatever major break in the case. But anyways, the sources said Bryan Kohberger was apprehended in, which we know, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Okay, at 3 a.m. Friday morning. He is a PhD student in criminology at Washington State. Authorities are expected to hold a news conference case later today. Police in Moscow, Idaho have not confirmed their arrest, but have made publicly announced a press conference at 4 p.m. MST. Okay, hold on. Mountain. 4 p.m. Mountain. What the heck? What the heck is Mountain right now? What time is it Mountain time, guys? Live in 72 minutes. Okay. I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Mountain. Okay. 4 p.m. So that's like 1 o'clock, right? Yeah, 1 o'clock. Okay. I was going to say, isn't Mountain like 1 hour difference or something? Right. Absolutely, Dave. Thank you, Callie. So, the cleaning of the home was supposed to take place today is on hold. The disaster response team was told to stand down. The cleaning of the home that was supposed to take place today is on hold. The disaster response team was. Well, what did we just watch then? Because unless they were told to stand down once they were, after they were doing that. Okay, yeah. I know, because I thought there was like, call me silly, but I thought there was like 3 time zones. Pacific? Well, I knew that there was Mountain. Is Mountain and Central different? Yeah, because Mountain, Central, and then Eastern, so is there 4 time zones? Oh, Daisy, driving Miss Daisy crazy. It's all good. It's been very confusing anyway, Daisy. So let's see here. Okay, so it is on the police conference. Okay. Yeah, it's on the, you know what? Hey, I thought I subscribed to them. Oh, this is the city. Okay. So in 69 minutes in that. Okay. Well, no worries. Who's going, oh, yeah, that dog. Although I do not respect this dude whatsoever. Richard Lee investigates. You con artist, you. He actually did an interview, you know. He actually did an interview with the lady of the dog that was skinned. So I don't know that they ever know who did it or whatever. You got your oceans mixed up. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but I just know that he did an interview with him. I'm just trying to, you know, I can't stand fakes. It's really hard because I was actually quite enjoying his updates, you know. And I'd like to think that someone turned over a new leaf, but I don't think so. Yeah. You know, just it's pathetic. It makes Greeno look freaking like a peach, to be honest with you. 10 years in prison, JLR. 10 years in prison for wire fraud. Made it to the Guinness Book of World Records for over 2,000 and something lawsuits. And then you couldn't even spell properly on your handwritten lawsuits. I just can't stand it for the fact that when somebody's using people's deaths as another con, you know, to get people posting videos every couple hours about Idaho, and yet they're just a con, you know, it really takes away from it. Richard Lee investigates. Just 1 second here. Let's see here. I don't want to take away from the girls in that today. I'll talk about him on a different show. I heard he was evicted from Idaho. Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, he went back home, it looks like, but maybe. Yeah, I know. I just struggle really badly. It's kind of like I said, it's like that Joseph Morris with this case, who literally tried to deceive you and create, like, how embarrassing. So I don't know, because it's like he hasn't put out any videos and you don't see any lives, and you see his last video was like 6 months ago and stuff like that. So I don't know if he got like reprimanded by YouTube or if he's just hiding his ass from embarrassment. I don't know. You know, when you have people of the world like Greenos who literally just use the platform for that's the true genuineness of like being scum, just scum of the earth, when you're using deaths to profit in the way that you're not even really caring, because behind it you're a con man, you're a wire fraud, you spent 10 years in prison, you know, you've sued over 2,100 people, mostly celebrities. Like, you've made it into the Guinness Book of World Records. do yourself a favor and just, I mean, you guys should see a nice, pretty video, you know, where they're talking about him in the FBI and about his 10 years stint in prison. And in 4 months, his channel has, I mean, this is his one channel for true crime, but in 4 months, you got like 31K subscribers, you know? You know what? I mean, for me, it's just one of those things that, you know, when you're just so disappointed, because that's the epitome of like, you know, the scum that walks the earth, that literally uses tragedies, not because it's truly caring, it's because they're a con man. They're just a con. And he literally did a video yesterday or today. He literally did a video about going, I don't know if that Ashley Gillard, the TikTok person, because, you know, that person sued her in Idaho and da-da-da. And I don't know, really, says the dude of 2,100 plus cases that you've sued. You know, people, like, that is just a con man. How could I, you know, with any dignity, watch a channel that literally is watching a con, you know, and yet the little jerk off had like good videos for Idaho, you know, by being right there. But when there's a con person behind it, it just, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't sell my soul to the devil like that. Some people, a lot of people can. Oh, I don't care what he is. Blah, blah, it doesn't affect me. Blah blah blah. You know, I don't sell myself to the devil. You know. So to watch any more of his stuff would be like selling who I am away, just because of what he stands for, which is not about the case. Oh, Grizzly's going live. Yeah. No problem at all. Thank you so much for everything. Yeah. The channel had a clip of his ex-girlfriend who said he's on disability and collects welfare and food stamps. Yeah, probably. You know. Yeah. I hope he would get caught on that. Well, you know, yeah, let's see. So it's gonna, you know what? I'm gonna head off because I would like to have a break. I will go live, and whoever shows up shows up. When it does go live, I just want a little bit of a break just so I can have something to eat and wake up a little bit here. But I want to thank you guys all. You know, I know that all those other channels that caught on to Idaho. It's not that I didn't catch on to Idaho right away. I was like, I saw it and I was like, whatever. So, you know, all those bigger channels like Mel and, you know, Grizzly True Crime and all that stuff and whatever. You know, like I said, good channels, don't get me wrong there, of course, but those ones will have your 10K viewers, 5K, 10, whatever K viewers. But I will go live when it's time to go live. And I mean, I just want to thank you guys for all the people that sent stuff and truly helped me out by just posting. And it was just so you guys made it easy because I just kept having to click on links and go to my messenger, and you guys were just feeding me all the information. So truly appreciate that. And if you guys show back up in an hour, or even less, actually, I'll probably go live, maybe about 1:45, I guess. Yeah. And so if you guys do come back, then I'll see you then. If not, then, you know, see you later or whatever. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and for, you know, hanging in here. And thank you for probably some of the faster information before some of those other channels are there. You know, might not get 5K, but thank you guys for doing that for me. Appreciate that so much. Okay, you guys. So you guys take care. And if you guys see you in an hour or less than an hour, then I'll see you. Okay, guys? Take care. Bye.